After an 8-hour flight from Brisbane to Manila, followed by a quick 1-hour domestic flight, we finally arrived in the Philippines. Our first day was all about slowing down, relaxing, and enjoying the hotel. I'd definitely recommend staying here. It was stunning, affordable, and right in the heart of town. For dinner, on our first night, we headed to the alfresco rooftop. There are so many great cafe and restaurant options in Coron, and I've added a few to the screen now. Coron itself was vibrant, and the locals were incredibly friendly. We loved spending time around the local basketball court, just watching the town come together. The next morning was the real reason we came to Coron, the island tour. We chose the ultimate private tour with KJ Tours, and honestly, I couldn't recommend it more. After a short boat ride, we arrived at Barracuda Lake, hands down the clearest water I've ever seen. From there, we visited the Twin Lagoon, followed by a quick stop at a tiny island where we could walk along the beach. Throughout the day, the crew were preparing food on the boat. It was incredible to see what amazing food they could prepare on such a small boat. One of the best parts about being on a private tour is the flexibility. You can stay longer at the places you love or move on whenever you're ready. We also stopped at a coral reef, which was full of vibrant colours and so many different types of fish. In total, there was around 6 stops on this day tour. At this point in the trip, we set off on a 4-night sail from Coron to our Nido. I've linked that video above and would encourage you to watch it after this video. This was, without a doubt, our favourite experience in the Philippines, and I'd recommend everyone do it if you can. After finishing the sail with Tau, we treated ourselves to a stay at the Bay View Resort in El Nido, and I'm so glad we did. The views were incredible, the buffet breakfast was amazing, and the service was exactly what we needed after a few days on remote islands. El Nido has so many great restaurants and cafes. We spent our days exploring, but somehow always found ourselves back at the hotel, swimming, relaxing, and enjoying a few drinks. Just like a rainstorm, I roll home. If you're in El Nido, make sure you check out Nakpan Beach and Lio Beach. There are heaps of cafes, yoga studios and restaurants to explore. They say we only live once. That's why we love whoever Another must-do is the zip line between the islands. Because we were pretty exhausted after the Tau expedition, we skipped the popular island tours and opted for a sunrise sail instead. We absolutely loved this. It was only about an hour and a half on the water, but it was so peaceful and the best way to see the Nido Bay. From Nido, we organised a shuttle through our hotel to Port Barton. It took us about 3 hours, and a fair warning, it was crammed, hot and a bit bumpy, but don't let that put you off visiting. Port Barton's main strip was so vibrant and the perfect place to relax, watch the sunset and enjoy dinner by the water. While you're in Port Barton, make sure to visit White's Beach and Coconut Beach. We hired a scooter and made our way there, and this is where you'll find the famous pigs on the beach. There were also friendly dogs wandering around, and we even spotted a pet monkey. Alright, and that is our time in Coron, Nido and Port Barton finished. If you've made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out our channel. And we've also done a few other videos in the Philippines, so go check it out.